Understanding the phrase, crank the handle, a guide for English learners. Hello everyone, and welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to dive into the meaning and usage of a very interesting phrase, crank the handle. This phrase is not just about turning a physical handle, but it carries more depth in the English language. So, let's explore together and add another expression to your English vocabulary toolkit. Crank the handle literally refers to the action of turning a crank or handle on a machine or device. This action usually requires a bit of effort and is used to make the machine work. For example, in older cars, you had to crank the handle to start the engine. It's a physical action that sets something in motion or activates a mechanism. In a figurative sense, crank the handle is used to describe initiating a process or getting something started. It implies putting an effort to begin an activity or process that will continue on its own once started. For instance, when someone says, "We just need to crank the handle on this project," they mean to start working on it with the expectation that it will soon pick up pace. Let's look at some examples to understand how this phrase is used in various contexts. 1. Business. Once we crank the handle on our marketing campaign, we should see an increase in sales. 2. Personal projects. I really need to crank the handle on my fitness routine to see some results. 3. Education. As the new semester begins, it's time for students to crank the handle on their studies. These examples show that crank the handle is about initiating something that is expected to continue or develop further. A common misconception about this phrase is that it always involves a physical action. However, as we have seen, it is more often used metaphorically to describe the initiation of a process, project, or activity. It's important not to confuse it with the literal action of turning a handle. Crank the handle is a versatile phrase in the English language that you can use in various contexts, from business to personal projects. Remember, it's all about starting something with the expectation that it will gain momentum. We hope this video has been informative and helps you use this phrase confidently in your conversations. Keep practicing, and see you in our next lesson.